Man, yeah, amazing, amazing. Um, let's move on. Semi-main event: Mercedes Moné versus Kris Statlander. I feel like they were beating you over the head going into this one about what the result would be. Jeremy, what'd you think of this one?
Yeah, so like we were kind of mentioning earlier, it was a good match, but at this point of the show, it's like, all right, it's been a very long show. I'm tired. It's hard to get invested in this matchup, and I felt like the crowd was kind of like they're tired too. And I like Stat, I like Monet, and also I think they've been doing a great job building up Mercedes as this world beater, going around the world, getting all these titles, getting all the marks mad because she's counting belts that shouldn't be belts and all this stuff, and they've done a great job with her. And the Statlander win, it's kind of came out of nowhere, and I mean, it's been all right. I don't think Stat's the best talker, but she makes up for that in ring. But for whatever it was, like this match, like this wasn't their best match. Like they had like 2 killer matches without last year on pay-per-view, and had great chemistry. But here, I just felt like it was the wrong spot on the show. Crowd was tired. I mean, there was some good stuff in there, but at the end of the day, it was kind of like, all right, I was like, let's get to this main event.
Yeah, really quiet in there. I gotta say, it's gonna be hard with the body part matches for me to begin with. Seeing the arm selling, I feel like even the leg selling is more compelling. But for me, there's almost nothing faker in pro wrestling than body part matches, because then it's just like, well, at what point are you gonna protect yourself? And then nobody, for me, I don't think people would just sell out on one specific area like that offensively. So it's like, because you get your ass knocked out, But
I mean, better yet is like, hey, if you protecting this so heavy, other parts of the body are open to be
Exactly.
exposed.
That too. So like when they do it, and I'm just like, it just felt like the wrong tone for the match. The build, I don't think, helped on this. It was almost like it was like, can you see Mercedes finally win the belt? But everything just felt wrong. Kris hasn't really got it going yet, but they put her over some heavy hitters to begin this thing. So it almost makes me wonder where they're going with that. It's funny, if anybody should have got cut off, I think you could have did it here rather than with Hangman Page. But to be fair, the women's division is more precautious. It couldn't be potentially more volatile as well. So you have to treat it with extra care, because there's one spot for the world title match. There's the tag belts, and then there's the TBS belts. And in this case, we only got 2 of these spots working here tonight. So, I think, look, I think Mercedes has and they've done a great job with Mercedes into making the dumbest people terrified she was going to win. I saw people celebrating that she lost. I'm like, how did you not tell that she was going to lose?
Right.
It was like the whole time they've been telling you she's not focused on this one belt. The whole time. That's her long arc or whatever.
Right. Yeah. I love the story that they're doing here. It's like, yeah, one belt she really wants is the women's world title, but she can't get it. So she has to go and play her ego and go around the world, win all these other belts that she can win, and make herself feel better. But the women's belt, the world title, is what she really wants, and she keeps failing to get it. I think it's a great kind
simple
of character
story.
Flaw, and great story. And you just have her chasing as she wins more belts. It's like that's not making her happy. Like it's like she's getting all this stuff, but the one thing she really wants is the women's world title.
Right.
We got a
I don't know how
in the
people
crowd
don't get
was
this
on Mercedes, all sorts of shit, was over the moon when she lost. It was crazy. Hey, look, the Mercedes shit at All In was crazy too. So like, and it radicalized
the Mercedes derangement syndrome. Like if it wasn't her, they would see the story and be like for the same reason, right? Like when heels act this way, like it's obvious, right? John Moxley, I don't know if you saw the recorded promo he did backstage after the match, right? He is clearly coping, and the rest of Death Rider is looking at him like, "Oh, this ain't the guy no more." Claudio finna what do you call it? Finna oust him like a dictator soon, real soon. He looking at Moxley, he looking at the camera like, oh, curtain. I'm finna slide.
Give that man that Batista,
Yeah. Yeah. So, but but it's not Mercedes Monet, but it's not Mercedes Monet slash Sasha Banks. So like they clearly can see the story as opposed to like this is a gigantic ego thing. Gigantic ego about going to work in the fucking Indies. We already made out $1 million deal. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Like, have you thought, like, you know what egotistical people do? Not lower themselves to that because, like, hey, my main job is this. If I get hurt, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
And I just hurt, and I broke my foot or whatever, like 2 years ago.
Right.
Get a clue.
Right.
So, yeah, all right, whatever. But, yeah, as far as the match, from what I saw, I thought the match was really good, but I just couldn't be compelled to it because I was so tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get to the main event and get the fuck out of there. And I'm probably gonna say the same thing on the match we do that we cover right after this.
The trios match.
I feel like Mercedes needs to learn from MJF and figure out, get that opening match pop, get in that spot.
Well, you know what? Right at the start,
One thing to notice. Women's match, second match on the show on the main card. Women's match, second to last match on the women's card. They did not set these women up for success in that way.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this because Mercedes Statlander, they out wrestled it far better than that 4-way tag did, but it's still not setting up for success.
So trios match, the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander against Jurassic Express and Kenny Omega. I didn't get into this really.
How could you? You had two all-time matches. You had two all-time bloodbath matches right before it.
I don't even think it was that. I was fine at that point. I was just like, this isn't really interesting. And you know what it takes for me to say that about a match that has the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega in it? And then
Jack Perry, you got a lot of stock in. Tons of stock in.
Like, I was just watching this just like, all right, let's get to the angle. And then
you sound like, damn. Tony Khan has turned Rich Latta into a WWE fan. Fuck this match. Get to the bullshit.
Moments.
Bring forth the bullshit.
The moments.
It's like I saw it and I'm just like, I don't know, man. It felt so heavy-handed, and it just we've seen the trios matches like that these guys have put together. This just was not like a blazer like that. This was
right.
This was fine or whatever. There's nothing wrong with it or whatever. But
it's a storytelling match. Obviously, they're telling a story of the Bucks, not wanting to be part of Don Callis' family. They're continuing to tell a story that Kenny Omega is a broken down old man and falling up on the angle from Wednesday and having to have to sell the angle the whole match. And it's all about the story. And I think, like you were saying, we were all just waiting for, all right, how are the Elite gonna reunite? What's gonna happen? But the match was very good. I mean, there's a lot of cool spots like they always are. But it was more, again, late in the show, not a super compelling story to the match. It's like, all right, let's move on here.
Yeah, for me, man, there was too much hot shit that was going on before here, and I was like, man, I want to get to this main event, and I forgot this match was going on. I was like, well, yeah, whatever. And the match, as you mentioned, the story is Kenny Omega is a broken down bitch, and I can't.
I don't like that story.
Me either.
Look, can you do that every other time he's out here? Not every single time. He's a broke, beaten up bitch every time this man show up on TV. And man, Rich the other day said when he showed up and got his ass whooped by Callis coming, he's like, arrive, whooped, leave. And it's like, bro, I'm sorry, man.
This ain't it.
Similar thing to Adam Page. You are not utilizing this guy in the way that the viewing crowd sees him. If you want to do the old man selling, or not old man selling, if you want to do the selling in every single match, I don't think there's a place for that with him right now. People are not ready to accept the end of the run with him yet in that way.